Hello there! Join me today as I explore Armenia, a country nestled in the Caucasus, bordering Turkey, Georgia, Azerbaijan and Iran. My journey started at Heathrow early on a cool morning. After a bit of faffing with the self-checking machines that didn't seem to work for anyone, I was through security and heading to my gate. Anyone who knows Heathrow, or Gatwick too, knows that it can be a bit of a trek to get to a gate and then get on the plane itself. This flight was with BA to Amsterdam, as there are currently no direct flights from the UK to Georgia, although they did announce direct flights from next year while I was out there. Typical. Oh yeah, even though this video is about Armenia, I was flying into Georgia to get there. Bear with me. I arrived in Amsterdam early in the afternoon, grabbed lunch, including a Dutch sausage roll, then headed to the gate for my second flight of the day. This one was with Transavia, who I'd never flown with before. Off we went, my book ready to go, and before long, well, roughly 4 hours, I had arrived in Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. But then I had to wait for my checked baggage. And wait. And wait.
Just got to my hotel room, but it's a nightmare starts. So my bag is stuck in Amsterdam and will be for 4 days, but it's coming here to Tbilisi and I'm going down to Yerevan tomorrow. So I'm just going to have to get my bag when I come back to Tbilisi. So technically for 4 days I have no clothes, no toiletries, nothing to charge my phone with, or my camera battery. So I'll be going shopping tomorrow. Oh, and it's almost midnight here and I have to wait up for one of the owners to come bring change for cash, because they only take cash but they don't have change right now. Good lord.
So the next morning began with another early start on a marshruta, a minivan essentially, to head down to Armenia. We were at the border within a couple of hours before continuing the journey to the capital of Yerevan. A quick stop off at a food court for lunch gave me my first chance to experience Armenian food. Pretty much everything looked great. I could have eaten a lot more, but I was restrained. Picking up this khachapuri, I believe the Imretian variety, which is essentially a cheesy bread. Khachapuri is traditionally a Georgian dish, but has variations in neighbouring countries like here in Armenia. Cheese and bread is always a winning combo for me. Back on the road, there was a mix of urban and natural scenery, before getting to the bus station in Yerevan mid-afternoon. I walked from the station to the city centre, taking in some sights along the way. First impressions, pretty good. I arrived in Republic Square and had a look around, before having to deal with the fact that I still only had the clothes I was wearing.
Hey, so you won't be able to hear me, so I'm going to have to put subtitles on. Just had to go to a shopping mall and get new clothes. Absolute ball ache, but at least it's done now.
Clothes sorted, off I went to check into my apartment for the next 4 nights.
Kitchen, bathroom, lounge, bedroom. Pretty decent.
Snacks ready, specifically crab crisps and M&Ms that I still don't know the flavour of. Water and beer in the fridge. And some cash for my first evening.
It's time to go for dinner, here in one of my new t-shirts that I bought from a shopping mall earlier in Yerevan. Let's go.
It was roughly a half-hour walk from the apartment to the city centre. My destination was one of the recommendations I was given by my apartment host, Van. After a quick chat with the waiter about Henrik Mkhitaryan, I had my first Armenian beer and some local food. Kinkali, which are dumplings, these were the fried meat-filled variety, and a skewer of barbecued lamb. Kinkali are also more of a Georgian dish, but either way must be eaten in the traditional way, with your hand, bite in and suck the juice out before eating the filling and dough. After dinner I went for a walk. By this time it was after 9 PM, but still plenty going on, finding this neat little night market. I had a few more beers at a craft bar, another recommendation from Van, before a bit more exploring, ending up back in Republic Square for a water and light show. Even though I'd already had dinner, when I stumbled across this place, is it ripping off somewhere else? Not sure. I had to give it a go. Honestly, the burger I had was better than either the royal one or the one with the clown.
Yep, come on, you can't stay in here. You have to leave. Sorry, I need to go to bed. Bye bye. Night night. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Day 1 in Armenia, done.
Right, off to get the car.
So yes, I walked into Central Yerevan on the start of my first full day in Armenia to pick up a hire car. Car sorted, I drove just over an hour to my first stop of the day. I have no idea what this is, something I bought from a supermarket the night before for lunch. Stray dogs are common in Armenia, but they pretty much keep to themselves. After a relatively short walk up some steps, I had arrived here, at Savannovank Monastery. Overlooking Lake Sevan, the monastery is made up of 2 churches dating back to the 9th century. Myself, along with the other tourists here, were treated to some local entertainment. I took in more of this beautiful location before heading back down to find somewhere for lunch. On the walk back down, I got a cup of pomegranate juice. It was massively overpriced, but I'd seen lots of stalls selling it and I wanted some.
You are from
England.
England? Yeah. Armenia beautiful?
Yeah, so far, absolutely love it. Yeah, really nice. So, although I only got here yesterday.
Yes.
So.
How many days here?
4.
4? Yep. This is from here. 7.
Yes. These are grown here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here. From here.
Cool.
Thanks so much. Have a nice day, you.
Yeah, thank you. What's your name? Sorry.
My name is Daniel.
Daniel.
You?
Matt.
Max?
Matthew.
Nice to meet you, Max.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks
thank
so
you.
much.
Have a good one.
Have a nice day,
Bye.
you.
Given how cheap everything else had been so far, I didn't mind paying over the odds for this one thing. For lunch I had more grilled meat, get used to that in these Caucasus videos, with some lavash bread. My belly full, it was on to the next stop.
Right. Get back on the road.
About an hour and a half later, I arrived here, at Geghard Monastery. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the main church was built in 1215, but the site itself dates back to the 4th century. The inside of the main church was very impressive. It came across as a little bit Gothic to me, but then I'm not the most well versed on architecture. The vestry was lit by candles, along with a natural spotlight in the middle. Outside again, I came across the sound of music, not the film. Initially, it sounded pre-recorded, but regardless, I went to see where it was coming from. I was not expecting what I found. A small a cappella ensemble, I think known as the Armenian Angels. Just have a listen. The acoustics enhance their vocals, creating a truly spiritual experience. And that comes from someone who's not religious. The bits I recorded here don't do Geghard justice, partly due to how dark the inside of it was, but if you're in Armenia, it's a must visit. Back in Yerevan, I met my apartment host Van for the first time. He showed me around the main part of the lodgings, which are separate to where I stayed, including his music studio. Having studied music and knowing of this before I came, I was looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
Cool,
yeah,
so-
you can come to anytime. Yeah, with the play and stuff.
That's
Are you a
that's
photographer?
my
Are
inst-
you- Do you do?
I
photos or-
I kind of do a bit of lots of things. So
Okay. Cool.
photography, and yeah, drums is my instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
When we
although
set up, maybe we will call you.
I'm not very good anymore. I haven't played for a long time, but I don't get much of a chance to play anymore. But you know, when I get the chance, it's nice. So.
Yeah, of course. Drum is the one thing that really takes out all your negativity, because with this, you know,
Yeah.
anything that happened, it's very good for a stress relief or whatever.
Definitely.
I think.
But yeah,
Amazing.
cool. Yeah, thank you very much for showing
Yeah,
me that.
no worries. Like daytime probably would be nice to come around.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that, it was time to head out for dinner again.
Time to have a dinner. Another new top from Armenia, courtesy of Transavia mislaying my bag. Let's go.
We meet again. See you later, kiddie. This was the Caucasus Tavern, and I really liked the decor in here. I had my first taste of Armenian wine. This glass was around 80p, so I had another one. To start, I had a lamajun, what's known as Armenian pizza. This one was filled with cheese and veal. Honestly, it tasted much better than it looks here. It was really nice. Next was harissa. You might think of harissa paste, but it's not that. This is almost a thick soup containing chicken, mushroom and wheat. Probably my least favourite dish of the night. Then there was kufta, which are balls, or in this case slices, of meat paste, served with butter and lavash bread. Again, much tastier than it looks. For 3 main dishes and a couple of glasses of wine, I paid just £14.20. Absolutely stuffed, I walked back to the apartment, my first full day in Armenia at an end. That concludes episode 1 of my Caucasus trip. If the next video is available and you'd like to see it, click here. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.